Hello guys, and welcome back to my video series. This is still module 3 and we are looking at the third video in module 3. Here we are going to look at how we can use for loops alongside dictionaries. Okay, how can we use a dictionary with a for loop? That's basically what we are going to be looking at here. So let's move down to our IDE and see what we have. So in the last video we looked at how we can do perform summation using a for loop. So here I want to see how we can work with dictionaries using a for loop. Okay, so I'm going to say this is dictionaries inside a for loop. That's what I have there. I hope that spelling is right. So remember what we did in dictionary. If I have, let's say I have a dictionary of items. Let's say this is a food store, okay, where I have items and how much they cost. Okay, items and how much it costs. So I'm going to call this prices. So I have a dictionary which have some items. Let's say the first one we have is rice, and rice cost this amount, whatever I typed. Then next we have plantain, right? So let's have plantain. Plantain, it costs this amount. Let's have 900. I like this one, beans, right? I like beans. So beans cost 700. Let's say this is what I have. Okay, this is what we have here. Now if you remember what we did in dictionary, if you print price, I think I need to take this to the next line. If you print price dot keys, is going to give you all the keys, right? Price dot keys will give you all the keys. Okay, this is actually an iterable it has generated. If you say price dot values, is going to give you all the values, which is also an iterable. So price dot values will give you all the values, and price dot items will give you all the key and the value as a pair. Okay, that's what we have here. So we are going to utilize all of this. So the first thing we are going to do, we want to use a for loop to print all the items we have in stock. So you say, okay, we have rice, plantain, beans, etc. So that's what we have. Then we are still going to use okay, that's the first thing we want to use. Let's do that first. So if I want to do that, what I have to do is to say for let's call it item in price dot keys, right? Because I want to see all the items I have. So this is going to give me an iterable having all the keys. So each value I have here, I'm storing them in item, so I can do anything I want to do with items. So yeah, I want to print the items we have. Okay, so I can say print we have. So you want to tell you want to give a menu. Okay, you want to tell the user these are the meals we have. So you can say we have dash. Then I can put f in fonts. This is for string formatting and string interpolation. There I can say item, right? So it's going to pick this item and plug the value in here because of the string formatting. So let's see what we have there. So you say we have rice, we have plantain, and then we have beans. But you can see the spelling of rice, plantain, and beans. I think they should be title cases. So for that reason, we can say dot title, right? And now we have rice, we have beans, and then we have plantain. So that's the first thing we have from the dictionary. But what if you want to print these things alongside their prices? So for you to print them alongside their prices, you should know that the for loop does not support just when you talk about this iterable, the loop control variable. You can actually have this loop control variable to be a tuple. Okay, so when you have a tuple here, it means you're mainly unpacking whatever you have here. This is what I mean. Let's say I have for x comma y, right? Or let's say item comma price. Okay, let's say x comma y in prices dot item. Now remember, prices dot item will give you a list of tuples, right? A list of tuples. This is the first item, this is second item, this is third item, right? That's what we have in this list of tuples. So this, just know that this is going to give you the first, second, and third item. So if I go ahead and just print z, let me print z so that you see what's going to happen there. So if I say I just want to print z, this is what I have. You can see rice, and that's plantain. But now this is not what I want. I want to store the rice in a variable, then also store the amounts in another variable. For you to do that, you have to use what they call unpacking. So I can say for x comma y. So when I do this, automatically it will assign rice to x, assign 290 to y. When loop moves the next time, it will assign plantain to x, assign 900 to y. The next time it will assign beans to x, assign 700 to y. That's what's going to be happening here. So here we can just go ahead and print x, okay? Thereafter possibly print y. Let us see how they look. So I want to print the item with this price, so I can just do this, and then to print the item and the price. So you're saying rice is 290, plantain is 900, beans is 700. Okay, now I want this to be well formatted. If I want this to be well formatted, what I can basically do is what can I do? Okay, first I have to say dot title, like we did in the first case, which is going to make it look nice, right? So rice, plantain, this. Now I want all of this to be on one line. If I want all of them to be on one line, we'll have this little trick. First I'm going to use my string interpolation. Okay, first we have string interpolation as usual. So this also, I have to interpolate this. So I have, okay, so this is what we have. If I printed it just like this is what I will get as my output. Okay, it's still not formatted. So what I can basically do is to say, okay, after you must have printed the first item, once you have this column here in any of them, it means you want to bring up a format specification. So I can say after that, what you should do is right justify. Should I use right justify or left justify? Let's say left justify each item, then give it a space of 10 items. So I'm saying this item you have here is going to occupy okay, let's have it this way. I'm saying this item you have here, that's rice, give it 10 spaces. Even if it's plantain, give it 10 spaces. Even if it's beans, give it 10 spaces. So automatically I have to make sure that after printing rice, since it's not up to 10 spaces, it will still have to give 10 spaces in total before it will print 290. So once you do that, it means for each line here there are going to be 10 spaces before the price that is going to be printed out. So this is left justification. So if you want to right justify, you change this to greater than, is going to justify it to the right. Okay, so I'm saying make it less than, which means justify it to the left. And we have an error there. F string empty not allowed. Where is the empty F string I have here? Okay, I think I should also do this way. Let me use it dot format. Let me use that one. Then I have to pass in x dot title, right? I have to pass in x dot title there. So I'll cut this. Let's paste this here. Then comma. Let's paste in y. Okay, this should work. So 10, and I have to remove this. Hope you understand this part. There are two ways. You can either use the f string or you can use the dot format. Both of them are for string interpolation. So what this is going to do is to pick this first item, put it in this first box, to pick the second item, put it in this second box. That's what it's going to do. So this should do the work for us. So you can see now it is well aligned. That's what I wanted to achieve. Okay, so that's it guys for these videos, how to use dictionaries alongside with the for loop. So in the next video we are going to looking at other questions, and then thereafter we'll go into the while loop, or I think I might just go into the while loop, but stay tuned and see what we have next. Okay, I can say for now. So I'll see you guys in the next video where we are going to be talking about whatever we're going to talk about. Okay, bye bye.